next one, the wealth stage, is what I call the upper middle phase. It's when you have a wealthy lifestyle now. Did you notice that we're in wealth stage number 4? And it's the first time that you are allowed to look like you're wealthy. The rest of the time, and see, the biggest mistake people make, they want to look like they're wealthy before they deserve it. So now they're borrowing, and these numbers work against them just as strongly as they work for you. So it's the math. You got to learn it, folks. You have to learn the math and to determine these yields. Now, the upper middle lifestyle means how much money would you need? If you're living on $50,000, I plugged in an example here, then if you had $150,000 a year coming in, now that's a luxurious lifestyle. That's 3 times the money you're accustomed to living on. Consequently, if what you know is how to get 10% return on your money, then you need $1,500,000 to produce $150,000 a year so you can live this luxurious lifestyle. Well, I mean, when I say I'm a multimillionaire, I got a lot more assets and wealth than that. And if you take all my assets than that, then I could just never hit a lick. But if I choose to never hit a lick, not work anymore, then my asset base does not grow. I think, hey, as long as I'm healthy, I'm going to be working because I want to continue to grow. But you got to remember, once you decide to start pulling money out to live on, remember that's a violation of the wealth formula. Because once you start pulling it out, you're going to see something. I want you to go back to the chart in which I was showing you. Remember the one that if you put 2,000 in, you have 4,000 and 6,000 at 12, and then 14 all the way up, you may have $1 million in 8 years. Those numbers work because you made a mental commitment to not pull any money out. Now, this lesson is powerful here. No, I think I'm just going to do this full time. Look at that chart. If it takes you $50,000 a year, you're pulling out 5 years of growth every year. And you'll never get there. And that is major. You hear me? If you just say, no, I'm just going to do this full time, bad mistake. That is a bad move. Why? I said grow into this, don't go into it. Get good at this formula. Understand it so that, and if you need me to help you, send me where you are in your financial status and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong. Okay? But if you're pulling all your wealth out every 5 years, you're not going to get there. Now, so let me see if I can go back to a chart. I want to go back to this chart to see if I can make my point for you. We talked about right here. See where I said I cut off all these years because I had $125,000? Now, what if you went back to this chart and said, I want to do this full time and it takes you $60,000 to live? Then you're pulling out 4 years, almost 5 years worth of growth every year. You will never get here because every year you're starting all over again. What makes this work is not pulling any money out. So let's balance it out here. What you have to have is a commitment that you're going to put money in, but a small amount of money so that you don't have to have that money. And you're going to leave it in there until you become wealthy and everything starts working for you. That's the key to what you're going to be doing.